knees over toes guy. I've seen the program. It's super basic. It's like basic rehab stuff, and it makes sense because again, I go back to the extreme flexion. Like when we're doing a lot of the jiu-jitsu positions, our knee is like massively flexed, and then we ask for tibial rotation. You think that might cause some pain? Possibly. You know, and that's why the knees over toes guy is basically such a fan favorite at least in the jiu-jitsu. Well, I'm sure in other sports as well, but at least in the jiu-jitsu world, is because his thing is massive knee flexion under load. So if you're able to do massive knee flexion under load when you're doing jiu-jitsu, you're more likely to have discomfort. You're stronger in that position. For the lower back, I've seen lower back again. I think it's just extreme hip flexion, and basically people don't have enough rotation in the hip, enough anterior posterior tilt, and then they're upside down in jiu-jitsu, and they're wondering why their back hurts. Well, how do you think you got into that position?
Yeah, I think one of the things I tell people, it's just kind of touch on the low back a little bit in the training things. Your psoas muscle attaches to the lumbar spine, so that that iliopsoas, it comes off of L4, L5, S1, 2, 3, and then it comes down to the femur. So I tell people, particularly people that have had any history of back injury, when you do long lever abdominal training, so like hanging leg raises or anything kind of like that, you just really have to be aware that there can be a lot of shear force on that lumbar spine. So just kind of an awareness of that can be important for injury prevention, like we were kind of talking about the prehab stuff, and just knowing that maybe not all forms of training are the same, and you may have to modify that